What happened to the clock that's been ticking for over 160 years? What if I told you there's a machine that's been running non-stop since the year 1864, and no one alive knows exactly how it works? Welcome to the mystery of the Beverly clock, one of the strangest and most fascinating inventions in history. In a quiet room at the University of Otago in New Zealand, there's a glass dome sitting on a shelf. Inside it is an antique clock that has been ticking for over 160 years, without batteries, without winding, and without any visible power source. It was built in 1864 by a physics professor named Arthur Beverly, who wanted to prove one thing, that a machine could, in theory, power itself forever. Sounds impossible, right? Here's the catch. The Beverly clock runs on air, not air pressure, not wind, literally the changes in temperature of the air around it. As the air in the room warms and cools, it expands and contracts inside a small metal cylinder. That tiny movement pushes a piston, which winds the spring that keeps the clock ticking every single day. The natural breathing of the atmosphere powers time itself. Now, here's where it gets strange. The clock has never been rewound since the 19th century, yet it still works. But every once in a while it stops, not because it's broken, but because the room it's in becomes too stable. If the air stops changing, no heat, no cool, no movement, time itself pauses. Then, when the temperature shifts again, the clock simply starts ticking, as if nothing happened. A machine that refuses to die, powered by the smallest changes in the world around it. Scientists call it a near perpetual motion device, though technically it's not perpetual at all. It's alive only because the Earth itself keeps breathing. If the planet ever stopped moving, if the air stopped shifting, the Beverly clock would finally fall silent. And here's the mystery. Arthur Beverly built it in his workshop more than a century and a half ago, but he left no detailed notes on its construction. No one has been able to perfectly recreate it. The clock that's been ticking since before electric light may remain one of history's most delicate enigmas. Maybe time itself isn't just something we measure. Maybe it's something that lives with us, breathes with us, and reminds us that even the smallest movements in the universe keep everything going.